Hello BookTube, this is Aaron from Aaron Read a Book or Aaron Read a Book. I've been on BookTube for nearly a year now, and well, as a video maker, and I've done many tags, but I've never created a tag. So I thought I'd create a tag about one of my other great loves, other than books, and combine it with books and do the chess book tag. But I'm gonna do it so it's not really related to chess that much. So you don't need to know anything about chess or like chess to do this tag, but I'm going to structure it around the pieces of a chessboard. So we'll start with the lowly pawn. So for the first prompt, I'm going to say a lowly character that rises through the ranks. So a book about any sort of low level character that rises, and this could be almost any fantasy book, but I'm going to go with a non-fiction, and I'm going to go with Samuel Pepys, and this is the Unequaled Self. Is it Unequaled? Yeah, Unequaled Self by Claire Tomalin, her biography of Samuel Pepys, who's an incredibly interesting man. He started life as the son of a tailor, I believe, and his mother was the daughter of a butcher, so quite low level in societally. But he rose to be a very important naval administrator and the president of the Royal Society. He was friends with, well, he knew people like Isaac Newton and Charles II, and this book is so interesting because he lived in such an interesting time as well. He lived through the Great Fire of London, sort of the beheading of many people, the Restoration, and the Plague. So he's just an incredibly honest and interesting character as well. His diary, even today, she quotes a lot from the diary. Even today, it would be an exceptional diary in how honest it is. Because he's not an altogether pleasant man, but he is very interesting. But yeah, he definitely rises through the ranks. So that's my pawn. The next piece is the rook, or the castle, as some people would call it. I'm going to go for this prompt, a book that features a castle or a tower, or you can also include a chariot, because this piece was originally a chariot. So any book that features castles or towers, it can be any form. Obviously this one fits fantasy quite a lot as well. And I'm going to go fantasy this time. I'm going to go for The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien. Probably the most famous tower title. I don't know. I can't think of any others. But yeah, I love Lord of the Rings. Everyone vaguely knows the plot, I would imagine, but this is the middle book of the trilogy, and these towers are Barad-dûr in Mordor, Sauron's tower, and Orthanc, which is Saruman's tower. I always used to think it was the other tower was Gondor, but it's not. It's Orthanc, so it's the two evil towers. And this is my original copy from what I used to read as a kid. I've got the really nice ones now as well, but this is like my reading copy. But I do love this. This is Tolkien's artwork, so I do love this cover still. But yeah, the middle book in Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. That is my my rook. The third prompt is Knight. So a book about an animal, because the knight is a horsey. It's a little horsey piece. That's what we call it, the horsey. And yeah, any book about an animal, the knight obviously jumps, so you get bonus points if the animal is a horse. I'm not going to go horse, although there are horses in this book series, and I'm going to go fantasy again. Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, and I've chosen this because the animals play such a big part in the story of the Realm of the Elderlings. This is a 16 book series, and this is one of the smallest ones in it. But I love them, and specifically the character of Night Eyes, who is a wolf, and the main character in this that you follow through most of the books is Fitz, and he has a type of magic where he can talk to animals or communicate with animals, and he is bonded with a wolf called Night Eyes, and their relationship is very close, and they it's a major part of the series. If you like epic fantasy, highly recommend Robin Hobb. I know there's a lot of fans on BookTube of Robin Hobb already, but if you're looking for a new fantasy series, give this a go. The next piece is The Bishop, and for The Bishop I'm going to say any book that features a religious character. So it can be a member of the church, as in a bishop, or it could be any religion. It could be magic, a magical religion from a fantasy book or a sci-fi or something. And I'm going to go with an actual bishop though, as The Warden by Anthony Trollope, because this book opens with the death of a bishop, and I could have chosen sort of a million different books for this one because I love old village green Church of England novels, and they always feature a vicar or something. But I'm going to go with the Warden, which is the first in the Barchester Chronicles, and the death of the bishop at the beginning of this book is instrumental in the rest of the series in a way, because it introduces you to the Warden and his family, and Archdeacon Grantley as well, who is the bishop's son and who kind of expected to become the next bishop. Everyone expected him to become the next bishop, but he doesn't. And the bishop that comes in, Bishop Proudie, he is and his wife, Mrs. Proudie, who's sort of the bigger character, they exist throughout the whole series, the of 6 books of Barchester Chronicles. And yeah, so this is the Warden. He's best friends with the bishop that dies, and once the bishop dies, people start to question how much money is this Warden getting, why is his living so large, and he gets sort of crucified in the press, and then a whole wonderful series of books arises. Yeah, so the next piece we're going to go with probably the most important piece in a way, or the most powerful piece, and that is the Queen. The Queen can move in any direction for any distance. It's the only piece that can do that, and I'm going to say for the prompt Queen, a book with a strong female character, and this could be a queen or anything you like, and I'm going to go with The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie by Muriel Spark, and this is about a teacher, Miss Brodie. She's very influential with her students. She likes to create a little set of sort of a little group of students and call them the Brodie set, and she tries to sort of create them in her image, and this also is about the issues with that as well. But what I love about Muriel Spark is she's sort of very witty, dry wit writer. It feels quite Scottish. She's Scottish, but it feels like a quite Scottish humour. And there's a film of this with Maggie Smith as the main character, and I think that is very well regarded, but I've never seen it. I should definitely watch it because I can really picture Maggie Smith in this role. And finally, we've got the king. So the king is not as mobile as the queen. Can only move one piece, one square at a time, but can move in any direction as well. And as of course, if you capture the king, it's game over. It's checkmate. For this prompt, I'm going to actually say a book about monarchy or the royalty that all have a monarch in it. So any book with a king or a queen, or a prince or a princess in, and I'm going to go for a king, a legendary king, King Arthur, and I'm choosing Bernard Cornwell's The Winter King, which is his Arthurian retelling trilogy. He's probably better known for things like his Richard Sharp novels, which are about a soldier in the Napoleonic War, or he's what's it called? The Winter King, I think. Not the Winter. This is the Winter King. The Kingdom one. I've forgotten the name of it, but there was a TV series of it about an Anglo-Saxon. The Last Kingdom. Yeah, he's probably better known for these as well. But his trilogy of Arthurian books are my favourite, and I really like what he does with them in that he retells the Arthurian legend in a kind of realistic way, where there's not magic, I suppose. So Merlin is in this, but he is a druid, as a druid may have been, as a superstitious character that has influence on battle and things because the people are superstitious, not because he actually has magical powers. And I really like that, and obviously Arthur's a realistic character in it as well. Not to say I don't love Once and Future King Sword in the Stone as well, but yeah, we're going to go with the Winter King. So that's my tag. I'm actually going to do en passant as well. En passant, so in passing, I'm going to pass this tag on to other people, and I'm going to tag a bunch of people because I've never done original tag before, and hopefully some of these people will do it. I'm going to tag my fellow Aaron, or Aaron as he prefers, incorrectly. No, I think Aaron is actually the correct pronunciation. Aaron Facer. I'm going to tag Book Chat with Pat. She does a lot of tags. I'm going to tag Kelly from Books I'm Not Reading, who influenced me to join BookTube in the first place, so she has to do my tags. I'm going to tag Gareth from Book Songs and Other Magic because he likes a lot of the same stuff as me. I'm going to tag Farah from Bookstalgic. She does a tag every now and then. I'm going to tag Elizabeth from Book Quins and Books. I'm going to tag Daniel from Daniel's Bibliophagy. I'm going to tag Elle from Elle Thinks. I think she'll have a lot of fantasy answers to this as well. I'm going to tag my fellow lover of Church of England Village Green novels, Gina Stanya Books. I'm going to tag Grace Silver. I'm going to tag Dear from Novel Idea, Deb from Raina Read Stuff, Becca from Read Becca, Summer from Sterling Reads, and Steve from Steve Donahue, or Saint Donahue. He will definitely have some answers to these. Will from Will Chambers, and I'm going to tag Sarah from Your True Shelf as well, because although she doesn't do tags very often. Yeah, so that's the chess book tag. So hopefully you have some good answers to this. If you're a commenter, comment your answers below. Have a good one, BookTube.